Hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Monday, August 14th. I'm Michael Taylor. Thanks for joining us. I had a great weekend. I went and saw the pageant of the Masters down in Laguna Beach, and it just so happens that's one of our guests today. Let's take a look at our guests. We have Congresswoman Young Kim going to be coming in to talk about what she's doing here during the August recess. And there's a great senior event coming up you might want to be going out to and getting some information about. And the Pageant of the Masters Festival of the Arts is in town, of course, all in Laguna Beach. And it was a great show, and we're going to tell you all about that, how you can still get out there and still get some tickets and still go see the show and see the pageant. It's a great one this year. Let's stay informed. It's back to school time, and you know what? Back to school isn't just for the kids. Come on now, you know that. It's lifelong learning that you can do for older adults. And the Emeritus Institute at Saddleback College, that little scan on your phone, if you take your phone out, take a picture of that, scan that, you can get a direct link to saddleback.edu/emeritus, or just call the number on the screen, and you can sign up for classes that begin August 21st, tuition free, absolutely free, and again, part of that lifelong learning for older adults that you might be excited about. Take a look at some of those classes. Hey, speaking of taking a look, let's take a look outside. It's already getting sunny out. It's going to be a wonderful day. A little bit of haze still with us this morning for the live show at 9 o'clock. Temperatures this week are going to be in the 80s, really climbing midweek. 89 is going to be top out. Don't be surprised to see 90s in and around our area. It's going to be a little cooler at the beaches, of course. The more inland you go, the higher the temps are going to go. We're going to have triple digits in some areas, so it's going to be a warm one. And then as we get closer to the weekend, it's going to start cooling off again, our usual trend. Let's take a look at the sunrise and the sunset. This is a great one, and it really kind of ties into what we're talking about here today. This is from Debbie Byrne from the Gardens of Giverny in France. And of course, that's the spot for Artist Colony, very famous Artist Colony with Monet and others. And we're going to be talking about that on the Pageant of the Masters segment. Sunrise was 6:12 and sunset is 7:38. And if you want to send us a picture, you don't have to go all the way to France like Debbie did, but we appreciate that. But you can just send one from anywhere around here in Laguna Woods or anywhere in Orange County, anywhere you are, or send us some of those vacation pics. We'd love to see those too. It's Laguna Woods Village TV at gmail.com. That's how you get them to us. Make sure your name's on there, where you took the picture, and if you can, make sure to remember to take that picture horizontally so it fits on our screen better. All right, we got one meeting to tell you about, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking with Representative Young Kim. Stay with us.
Living and learning in Laguna Woods Village is a unique experience. For over 45 years, the Emeritus Institute has provided tuition-free college classes within your community. Join us to experience expert faculty, quality academics, and to make friends through the Emeritus Institute. New classes start every semester, and you can join nearly any time. Visit us anytime at saddleback.edu/emeritus. Learn, live, and thrive with the Emeritus Institute.
At Harvard Eye Associates,
we are committed to your vision care
and quality of life.
It's a commitment we don't take lightly.
Our trusted team of doctors provides specialized eye care using state-of-the-art technology.
We deliver what matters to you
and your family.
Harvard Eye Associates, the future of vision today.
Hi there, we're Orange County Labs. Please call us today for your VIP concierge phlebotomist in-home lab collection appointment. We simply come to you in the safety and convenience of your very own home for any lab test. As a covered benefit at no cost to you, we will draw your blood for your physician with results the very next day. One call to Orange County Labs does it all. We look forward to seeing you all soon.
Congresswoman Young Kim represents California's 40th district, which includes us right here in Laguna Woods. I want to welcome Congresswoman back to the program.
Thank you for having me again. Good to see you, Michael.
Good to see you. Now, you've been on recess for a little while, and I know that's not really a recess for you. When you come back, you work in your district. What have you been up to?
That's exactly it. August recess means members of Congress have the opportunity to work in the district. So during the last couple of weeks or so since I've been back, we've had a lot of events with the community. For example, last weekend, we hosted a public safety seminar to educate and inform our community about the dangers of the rise of the retail crimes, or you probably heard about the South American theft groups from Chile. Chilean gangs are invading our homes, our neighbors, our community. So this is really creating a public safety issues and national security concerns.
Right.
So we talked about all of that. So now coming to this week, we are also hosting a senior fair, which is why I wanted to come and talk about that, so we can, tell the audience about the conference that we are hosting.
Sure, you have the senior fair coming up. It's going to be in Orange at a center over there. Tell us a little bit about what people, if they go there, what should they expect? What are you going to be doing?
Sure. First of all, I don't know if you have the
we have the slide. We'll put that up
there,
yep.
But it's going to be this Friday, August 18, right there from 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. We're going to bring some community partners such as Alzheimer's OC, AARP, CalOptima, Council on Aging, UCI Mind, Orange County Office of Aging, and then financial partners from this Orange County area. We want to educate the members about the programs and the resources that are available so senior citizens can take advantage of. But more importantly, we want to educate the seniors about the rise of the financial schemes. You probably heard about that a lot.
Yeah.
If you live with senior citizens, or if you are a senior citizen yourself, you are probably concerned about, especially the financial scams.
The scams, and
from
I think
our
seniors, I think
to.
they're probably more susceptible to it because they're more likely to click on a link or be picking up their phones,
Exactly, the online scams.
The online scams that happen, and and they're not as savvy, let's say, as some of the millennials and younger generation who grew up around that, and they can recognize a scam maybe a little more easily. So that's a great thing to to be able to let people know about how to avoid them, what to look out for, and those kinds of things.
That's exactly what we're trying to do. And then, of course, the partners will also have the opportunity to make some presentation talking about, advanced care planning, long-term care planning. Many people have their insurance, but sometimes, we are now understanding there are some riders attached to the existing insurance policies that you may have, that if you can put the rider for the long-term care planning, you can save a lot of money and be less burdensome on your families or children who are taking care of you. These are the information we want to share.
Right, and I know for some seniors, they may have all that stuff buttoned up, but they haven't told their families.
Yes.
And they know that planning can come in when you sit down with a professional, say, and now how are you telling your family where to find these things? Because when you do pass, you're not going to be there to tell them where to find everything.
It's very like my sister. My oldest sister is like almost 20 years older than me. I'm the youngest of 7 kids, right? So my sisters have these information, the critical, vital information, where they're keeping their information, who their main point of contact persons are for their life insurance. They have it all that, but they have it in all different places in the drawers. Now,
I'm guilty of that, honestly.
Right. So we want to help those seniors to be able to put it in one place, put it in a drive or somewhere, or give access to your children where to find that information. These are some of the things, hopefully they will come and be educated on.
Yeah, with Alzheimer's information, the scams, the financial support, sounds like kind of a one big umbrella, one-stop shop for a lot of seniors. And so what are the results you had when you've held these in the past?
Another thing is we are really, really happy that one of my priority as your representative here, including City of Laguna Woods and other areas where a lot of senior citizens are, we are able to help seniors, especially with their issues. If they're not getting their Social Security checks, or if we have seniors who are veterans who are having difficulty getting their veterans benefits, our office is able to help them through the casework. Just in the first term and through this year, we've been able to get back $22 million back to our taxpayers, namely the senior citizens.
Now, I noticed that when you in the notes that we were reading through, it's an amazing kind of number. And what is it that's blocking folks from getting these benefits or having those kind of just to happen? What's the holdup?
First of all, oftentimes IRS will send you a notice and tell you that you owe back the money that we paid you, but you don't actually owe them. So they will contact our office, we'll make a congressional inquiry and get the money back to you, right? For money that you didn't know. And for monies that you are entitled to that you are not getting through the Social Security VA offices, we are able to get those monies to you. On that note, I want to talk to you about the veterans benefits that is coming up. Now, last year, Congress passed PACT Act. PACT Act allows the VA to expand their services for the benefits that they're entitled to, but they may not be aware of that is. So tonight, I know our program is going out, a lot of people are watching. If you are a veteran, seniors especially, please go online, va.gov/PACT. And what it does is it will allow you to sign up for the intent to file for VA PACT benefits. If you do that before 9 p.m. tonight, Pacific time, then you will be on cue to you can backdate the benefits back to August of 2022.
Okay, so you can get reimbursed for things you've already paid for out of pocket and that kind of thing.
But that is to backdate the benefits to August 2022. Now, you can still sign up for VA PAC benefits even after midnight tonight. Right? But I just want to make sure that
make sure you get that deadline.
Your listeners are aware of this.
What are some of the most common things? You have offices in Mission Viejo and Orange. What are some of the most common things that people are coming to your office or going to you to get help with in terms of your constituency?
So a lot of it is constituent services. People have trouble getting their family members to come to the United States to attend someone's funeral, someone's very milestone events like the graduation. We will make an inquiry to the respective embassies abroad and we'll help them get their visas.
And that's kind of, you can kind of move through that bureaucracy a little smoother than a regular citizen can, obviously. We are we're not the problem solvers for everything, but we are the liaison to help you get that problem solved. Now, when you return to Congress, obviously lots to do, but you're also going to be going on overseas for a little while, right?
I serve as the chairwoman of the Indo-Pacific Subcommittee on House Foreign Affairs Committee. So part of my job is to travel, especially during the recess like this. I'm not spending the entire month, just a few days, to ensure that our allies and partners in the Indo-Pacific know that America's word means something, especially in the face of aggression from China. China is exercising its influence in the Pacific with the debt trap diplomacy called the Belt and Road Initiatives. They invest a lot of money building roads, bridges, ports, whatever the developing countries need, but then they can't pay for it. So what they do is they tell them, okay, you don't have to pay back, but
get that foothold into the
stop
countries.
your relationship with, for example, Taiwan. That is their key. They want to assert the United States and be the military, economic, and political leader. But they are the second largest economy in the world. And for China to claim that they're the developing country and get benefit from the World Bank, for example, getting a lot of low interest rate loans and reinvest it in the developing countries and then put them in the debt trap diplomacy, that's what we call it. I'm going over there and telling them that United States is the partner of choice. So work with us. We're going to help you decouple yourself from China.
Terrific. Well, Congresswoman Kim, thank you for coming in. Obviously, a lot of things going on in your district. And make sure folks get out to that senior center. Let's put that up on the screen one more time before we leave. The information about this senior event that you're going to be hosting. It's going to be a terrific one. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. All right. When we come back, Festival of the Arts Pageant of the Masters, we're going to tell you all about it and how you can still get tickets. Stay with us.
A will is not enough to avoid probate. However, if you have a will, a trust, a complete estate plan, then you will avoid probate. We encourage you to come meet with us. It's complimentary. We'll review the estate plan, make sure that it's current, covers all of your assets, and you're actually protected.
I'd like to personally thank LS Carlson Law for all my family's estate planning needs. I highly recommend them to everyone.
Hi, I'm Linda Honey. I'd be happy to help you and your family. Please call us today.
Life goes by quickly. Enjoy it while you can. At Southern California Family Dentistry, we help you live your best life. Dr. Jahangiri has been serving the community for over 15 years. His #1 priority is your comfort and care. We offer complimentary dental implant consultation. Our implants start at only $9.99. Check out our new patient special. We offer exams and x-rays for $49. We also perform implant-supported dentures and sleep dentistry, all under one roof. Transform your smile. Don't wait. Give us a call today.
Hi, remember us?
We're back,
Christine and Jack from the Jewelry Box.
which is now the Jewelry Box Estate Buyers.
Relocated in a new spot in our old shopping center.
But we're still Orange County's preeminent buyer of gold, jewelry, watches, and flatware.
And we're still a full jewelry repair center. And with our 3 graduate gemologists, we're still here to appraise your special pieces.
And like always, at the Jewelry Box Estate Buyers,
It's about trust.
Hi, I'm Dan McEachran. 35 years ago, I was lucky enough to get my start in Laguna Woods. First, building patio rooms, then kitchens. Our cabinets are all built locally in Irvine. It all began with patio rooms, like this Majorca model, which we made into a complete room. I'll pull permits. We'll take care of everything. Give me a call. We'll do a nice job for you.
And from the Festival of the Arts Pageant of the Masters, we want to welcome Sharvi Higuchi to the program. And I went last night. I think I mentioned that in our open. I went last night. It's a great show. Tell us about this year's theme in the show.
Well, thank you first for having me here.
Absolutely.
And it is an absolutely amazing show. The pageant is this year. The theme is Art Colony in the Company of Artists. And so the premise is we're traveling around the world and throughout history to different art colonies where artists assisted one another, inspired one another. And it's really quite a remarkable show because we travel in places that we've never been before. We go to the Harlem Renaissance period. We also go up to LA and look at Chicano art. And we do end up down in Laguna Beach because after all, Laguna Beach is a major art colony.
Right. And I think that's probably, this is probably the most enjoyable one. I haven't been in about 5 years, but I've been to probably 4 or 5 before that. And I would say we're looking at some behind the scenes of the preparation of, and when people don't know, let me get this, people don't realize that people are standing in these portraits.
That's correct.
And I'm telling you, it's amazing because you go, oh, we're going to see this. And I think they say, oh, look, they're standing as statues, or look at that thing. But when they see the giant portraits come out, they say, oh, isn't that nice? They recreated a work of art in a giant form. And then you guys show the assembly of that, of the making of, and everybody goes, whoa, whoa,
Those
wow.
are real people.
Yeah, the people who haven't been there before, they have that. I was looking at real people this whole time.
Exactly. So as you said, we recreate works of art with real people.
Right.
The great thing about those real people, believe it or not, they're all volunteers. It takes roughly about 500 volunteers to put on our show, but it is a show because it's accompanied by wonderful music. We have a narrator that's telling you about the piece of art that's being representative, and there's some surprises in the show this year, a little bit of singing.
There were some, I'd never seen that before, I don't think. I don't recall ever seeing like kind of a musical numbers going on during the show, which is really kind of, I enjoyed it.
That's awesome. Yeah, we're getting really some positive feedback on this show, and I really encourage your Laguna Village, Laguna folks to come out and see it.
Yeah, it's great. And it's not just the pageant, it's not just in the audience, but also there's the Festival of the Arts that happens anytime before that. That's going on pretty regularly, and your ticket gets you in to that as well.
Sure, yeah, you just hit the big tip. If you have a Pageant of the Masters ticket, you can come to the Festival of Arts all summer long, and you get to see 120 artists. They're all artists from Orange County area. It's just the creme de la creme of the artists. It is a fine art juried show, and so every medium that you could possibly imagine. We have woodwork and painting,
And we're seeing
sculpture.
some of that now on the screen. And how do you pick the artists? How do you get in? Are you a member? You have to be a member?
No, it's actually juried. So there's
Okay.
this juried process in which the group actually will select the artist to be in the show. It is very stringent, and so as I said earlier, it's really an honor to be selected to be in the Festival of Arts.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I enjoy that just as much, talking, because you get to come up and talk to the artists. Most of them are there, or they have a representative, but a lot of them are sitting right there. It's one or two are actually doing the little sketches and paintings while we're there, and you're looking at the art, so you get to see their process.
Absolutely, that is part of it. We even have tours, nightly tours, so you can go around and visit each of the different artists' work. But they are on hand. You can talk to them. My people encourage them to find out more about their artwork, what inspired them, maybe even a little bit about their process. But it really connects you more to the art, I think, as well as the artists themselves.
And so a lot of them do commission work. So if you're so inspired and you want maybe something your own, I mean, obviously with the price, but they'll do that. And most of the works are for sale there as well. And so that was kind of a neat thing to see some people just picking up some art while you're at the art walk.
Right. Well, that's how we started back over 91 years, about 91 years ago.
Like 1932.
We started in 1932, and it was a way to really support our local artists and give them a way to have a showcase, to be able to showcase their work. The Fest Arts itself is a nonprofit art organization, and as part of our mission, we help support these artists to be able to have a place to sell their art, and they have an instant audience with all those people seeing the Pageant of the Masters.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, it's a great show this year. And the art colony concept, I thought it was really interesting to kind of hit the history of these art colonies from around the world. And, with Monet in France and the Garden of Genève. Well, I can't say the word right now. I have to see the notes in front of you, but and how they kind of went against the traditions of art, and you see all these emerging movements because of these colonies.
Absolutely, and I think that's the creativity, the innovation of artists, all of these artists coming together, and they come up with unique ideas. As I said, one of my favorite I'm really excited about is the Chicano artists that are being showcased. They're in the second act. There's two artists.
Do not leave after intermission.
Not leave.
The second act is amazing.
So Wayne Healy and David Botella are two artists that are being featured. Their artwork is actually at the Cheech Museum, and we're very excited. They're going to be coming to see the show. So
Judge Cheech Marin from Cheech and Chong, who most people think of as a comedian, but is a amazing art collector and supporter. Yes,
absolutely. Yeah. So we're excited to be able to showcase these two works that are kind of unexpected for the pageant.
Absolutely. Roger Kuntz.
Roger Kuntz.
He's featured as the leader of the colony here in Laguna Beach. I got to say, I'd never heard of him until last night.
Okay, well that's good. See, we're doing exactly what we're supposed to do.
And I feel like I've been enough, and I've lived here so long, and I can't believe I've never heard of him.
Okay, I'm just going to real quick about the pageant is that what we're trying to do is teach you something about art.
There you go.
We succeeded. I'm so excited about that. And yes, Roger Kuntz was certainly definitely a leader in the arts in the community of Laguna Beach, and it's really wonderful to see some of his works recreated on the pageant stage. And of course, why we call it Art Colony and the Company of Artists is that's where the pageant was also born, and that was in the company of the Art Colony or the Festival of Arts artist at the time. So really, the pageant started 90 years ago as a publicity stunt.
Right.
So it's really remarkable. Yeah.
So you got still tickets. There's still some shows available, and your final night, you got some special guests coming in.
We on the final Saturday night.
Final Saturday, yes.
Yes, we have our big fundraiser night, and it's called our Magic Gala, and this year we are really celebrating 90 years of living pictures, but helping us out is going to be Sergio Mendez. He's going to be performing. We're so excited. And Paula Abdul is going to be introducing the pageant and saying a few words, and she's actually a real fan of the pageant, so we're so happy to have her. So absolutely grab tickets for that night, but grab them. We're open through September 1st if you can't make it on August 26th, and we hope people come visit. You can buy the tickets at pageanttickets.com, or you could go to foapom.com.
Fantastic. Sharbi Higuchi, thank you so much for joining us. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
And make sure to get out to the pageant if you haven't. It's definitely worth the trip, folks, so make sure you do that. When we come back, we're going to preview our Monday movie. Stay with us.
Village Television presents Friday Films, only on Village Television. Fridays at 2 and 6 p.m. Foreign films, dramas, and comedies. Award-winning films, romance and mystery. Independent films. Every Friday, only on Village Television.
All great healthcare organizations care, but the best dare to reach higher. At Hoag, we lead with life-saving clinical trials and advanced therapies. Our world-renowned specialists innovate with state-of-the-art technologies like virtual reality and robotics. Hoag is the #1 hospital in Orange County 4 years in a row. Now, more than ever, your healthcare choices matter. Choose Hoag.
Hi there, it's Bob Eubanks. You probably know me from the Newlywed Game, but what you may not know is I'm the only living person to have produced a Beatles show all 3 years they toured America. I've put together a great show called Backstage with the Beatles. I tell seldom or never before heard stories that lead up to music with a Beatle band on stage with me, Ticket to Ride. We're going to be here, Laguna Woods, in the Pack, September 23rd at 7 p.m.
Welcome back. Let's talk about our Monday movie. It's a good one. If you've seen the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, this is kind of the finale. It's volume 3 of the trilogy that they put together, brought to us by Providence Mission Hospital. It's a fun one. It's got kind of some origin stories for some of the characters, especially Rocket and how he came to be. And it's got those family themes and a lot of wonderful stuff going on. So it's a great way to wrap up the series of movies. And you should get out there and watch it. 2 p.m. with subtitles and 6 p.m. tonight without the subtitles. Let's take a look outside one more time and we'll check out that weather. It's going to be 80s. Get used to that number for the rest of the week. High 80s, low 80s, mid 80s. We've got a little bit of everything for you. Today's really going to be the coolest day of the week, so get out there and enjoy it if you can. And that's going to do it for this edition of This Day. Tomorrow on the program, we have our CEO coming in from Village Management Services, going to give us an update about what's been going on with VMS. So join us for that. Thank you for watching This Day. You can watch the program at 9 a.m., 12:30, and 5 p.m. right here on Village Television. For everyone here at This Day, we hope you make this day a great one.
At Healing Hearts Emergency Animal Hospital, we are dedicated to emergency veterinary care through high-quality veterinary services and compassion. We offer state-of-the-art diagnostics at competitive pricing. Our doctors will see and care for dogs, cats, and most exotics. In case of emergency, rest assured Healing Hearts Emergency is here for you when your primary veterinarian is closed. Open nights, weekends, and all major holidays.